the episode flashes back to the beginning. We see Julie on the Anubis, watching in horror as the Protomolecule breaks out and consumes the crew. As Julie was on a mission by Anderson Dawes on her way, a ghost ship was waiting. It intercepts Julie's hip and puts her into the Anubis, the ship that started it all, as she was the one who asked for help in the beginning, and her ship is the one that killed the Canterbury. Julie, after finally being able to walk messages, Anderson Dawes for help, and park the Anubis in the walls of an asteroid, and escapes in a life pod straight to Eros, desperately calling her father for help. But her father, Jules Pierre Mao, isn't coming to save her. He's the one funding the entire experiment. She dies alone in that hotel room, unaware that she is patient zero of a massive experiment on this alien substance. Back in the present, Eros is a slaughterhouse. Eros Station is now in full lockdown by corporate cops, CPM, and the crew is split up as Jim and Miller goes for the scientists and the rest back to the Rossi. Miller and Holden then find a shelter for the lockdown. But as they enter, there are people lying down like fish bait, and suddenly massive bursts of radiation is injected to feed the protomolecule quality food. They want to see what this alien life form does when it has 100,000 human hosts. Holden and Miller are now full of radiation poisoning as they try to reach the Rocinante. People being herded like cattle into medical bays that are actually death chambers. Fred Johnson finally reveals the truth about the attack on Donegal and Canterbury. As he recovered a data cube from the attack site, there he reveals the analysis of the attackers, and it was advanced stealth ships made in Earth itself, back in Eros Station. Holden and Miller are barely alive, crawling through the vents of Eros as their body begins to burn from radiation poisoning. They witness the final stage of the horror. The protomolecule hasn't just killed the residents, it's repurposing them, turning thousands of people into a pulsing, interconnected organic computer. Back on the Rocinante, Amos, Naomi, and Alex are trying to get to the ship, and with the help of the cop friend of Miller, get into the Rossi. But just as they enter, the cop pulls a gun on Naomi and tells her to start the ship, saying there is no time to wait for Holden. Thankfully, Amos just shoots this coward. Just as Holden and Miller reach the docks, they realize the cleaners are about to let the infection spread to the rest of the belt. In a desperate move, Miller dresses as one of the cleaners and starts a big distraction, helping him and Holden to get the docks. Miller, on reaching the airlock, weirdly enough sees Julie standing there, but of course it wasn't her. It was just Amos taking both of them to the medbay. Finally, Alex starts up the ship and flies as fast as he can from this hell of a rock. While back on Eros, the protomolecule starts to wake up, proving that the nightmare is only just beginning. The rules of the whole world just changed, and no one is safe. Hit subscribe for Season 2.